Well, hello again, Trucker Todd here, and time for another video. All right, folks, last night on the Thursday, in case you missed it show, you really missed a big one. I expressed some frustration with Swift Transportation. To this point, for those that are asking, I haven't heard from anybody, but as a result of that video, a lot of questions and comments have come up, and so in this video, I want to clarify those things. Before I do, I want everybody to give this video a thumbs up, share it on your social media platforms, and look down, make sure you're still subscribed. Also in the description, there's a lot of other great information about how you can contact me and help the channel. Since we hadn't done a recorded video in a while, I'm going to go ahead and fire up the music, which is also in the description below, and then we'll get into today's topic. And it's going to be a short one, but I got some clips to show you that will kind of show my side of it much better. So here we go.
And this is why I do this, why I'm out here, why I keep that hammer down, flying by these road signs with home on my mind, with these wheels turning round, for my family and for my kids, for this life I want to live. This is why I do this.
Alrighty, we're back. So, in the video last night, one of the things that came into question, and really it came from the Wednesday night video, the roundtable, Truckers Coach had Michelle on there. And to this point, we've been telling people that you could finance your balloon payment. And we've been telling people that you could pay your truck off early if you were on a straight lease, but you could not pay it off early if you were on an MRP. Michelle said that's no longer the case. Several people on YouTube got on to me and said, well, Todd, it's in your contract. It's actually not in your contract. And I'm going to prove that in this next clip. The first clip I'm going to show you is a video that Swift put out that had the VP of owner-operators on there and the head of recruiting on there. This is Michelle Cantrell's boss on the right and the VP of owner-operators on the left. And not only do they mention a guy paying his truck off early, they actually call him out by name. And so I want you to see that clip. This is 2 months ago, and I purposefully clipped the video at the bottom so you can see that it's from 2 months ago. And if it was in the contract, they wouldn't have had to say this. And then after that, we'll come back and talk about it.
Swift is when an owner operator pays off their lease truck. And we've had many lease operators pay off their lease trucks. But one person that I wanted to recognize is Mark Fisher. Mark runs out of the Northwest. This is something he's had his eye on and really had been planning to do sometime next year. But he just got so close, he put, laid the hammer down, so to speak, and started making additional payments and paid that off early. Now he owns that truck without a lease payment, and obviously seeing that revenue line grow even more without that additional cost. So,
okay, now that you've seen those two clearly state that they, the name of a driver that paid his truck off early and all, I want to show you what Michelle said just 2 months later, roughly. I didn't figure it down to the day, but roughly 2 months later on the Wednesday roundtable on Truckers Coach TV channel. And then we'll come back for some final thoughts.
Subject to change, but right now we're not going to convert.
So Living with Grace wants to know, can you pay the truck off early in your lease?
Currently, no. You would have to. Right now, we have a no prepayment during the lease period. Now, of course, when you're in the when you go to the end of your lease, you can always buy the truck out at that point. That may change sometimes as well. I don't know. The market was just a little funky last year, so they decided to quit prepayment.
So even on a straight lease, you can't pay it off early?
Not right now.
Okay. Okay, so I think you see now why there's some confusion. This could all be remedied with something in the contract that gave clear, definitive answers of if the truck could be paid off early or could not be paid off early, and if balloon payments could be financed or not financed. You would think a company this size that does as many leases as they do, that has as many drivers as they do, would have had these bases covered, but I'm telling you, and I think these clips show you, these bases were not covered, and they need to be, so we don't have confusion like this. I'm not sure what's going to happen if this makes a big stink. Then I'll go back and find the footage of showing you where they said they would finance the balloon payments, and now they're saying they're not. If those video clips still exist, if you guys got those, y'all can send them to me. That'll save me a lot of time and help me to make that video that much quicker. truckertodd806@gmail.com is the email to send that stuff. But for now, that's all we're going to say about that. I would have done it today, but I'm really trying to get home for a doctor's appointment that my wife and I both have, and right now that's the priority. And then, you know, I'm flying out to Chicago to pick that other truck up the last weekend in February. So you guys leave me a comment below, shoot me an email, and most importantly, have a great weekend. Don't be stressed out or worried. We'll get through all this, and we'll see you next week with some new stuff. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.